A new batch of Bluey Season 3 episodes just dropped on Disney+, to the joy of many fans who'd been waiting eagerly on getting their fix of the Healer family. But as with previous seasons, there have been a number of changes made to numerous episodes, no doubt due to requests from Disney, presumably wanting to make the show more palatable to their sensitive American audience. So let's go through all the changes fans have noticed so far. Facey Talk. While Muffin is running around with a tablet, we can briefly see Aunt Trixie sitting on the toilet in the background.
Back here, Muffin! Run, Muffin!
Dad!
Whoa! Okay, there we go.
On Disney+, they've zoomed Muffin's camera in so that Aunt Trixie can no longer be seen.
Back here, Muffin! Run, Muffin!
Dad!
Whoa! Okay, there we go.
Past the Parcel. At Muffin's birthday party, we very briefly get an overview shot, where we can see a pony dressed up like a unicorn with a pile of poop right behind it. In the Disney Plus edit, there is no poop. This appears to be the same unicorn pony and the same handler as we saw in the Season 1 episode Markets, which has some very graphic pooping.
Goodbye, Buttermilk. You're so beautiful.
Which, of course, was also cut from the Disney Plus version of the episode. Born yesterday. Bandit gets hit in the groin by a swing.
Ah, swing! This is...
In the Disney Plus version, they simply cut away before the impact.
Ah, swing!
So, this is our street?
Explorers. When Jack's dad stops by a strawberry field to ask for directions, he talks to two dogs who introduce themselves as being from Argentina and France.
Yeah, well, I'm not from around here, so...
Neither are we. I'm from Argentina.
And I'm from France.
Rightio. Well, could I borrow your phone?
On Disney Plus, the French dog doesn't say he's from France, but instead says that they're backpackers.
Neither are we. I'm from Argentina.
We're backpackers.
Rightio. Well, could I borrow your phone?
This is a slightly confusing one. When I first saw the episode, I presumed they were working in the field, as it's not too unusual for people to travel to a different country to work for the summer. Maybe Disney felt that this was stereotyping summer workers and could come off as problematic, so they chose to change them to be backpackers. Or maybe they were intended to be backpackers all along, and the studio itself chose to make the edit to clarify. We can only speculate. Driving. Agatha the plushie threatens to pee on the curtains if she doesn't get her almond milk on time.
You better be back with my almond milk in 5 minutes, or so help me all.
You'll what?
Pee on your curtains! Ah! Quick, Bluey, get in the car! Okay.
On Disney Plus, she instead threatens to scratch the curtains.
Or so help me all.
You'll what?
Scratch your curtains! Ah! Quick, Bluey, get in the car!
Perfect. In the original, Bandit is having an adult conversation with his friend Fido about vasectomy.
Look, I'm keen to get it done, but Chili, she wants to keep her options open, but I don't know. Do we want any more of these things running around?
In the Disney Plus version, they're having a conversation about having their teeth removed?
Yeah, I know, I probably should get it done. But I love my dog teeth. I don't know. What if one day I just want to bite someone?
This is definitely one of the most baffling changes. Elective teeth removal surgery is not exactly normal, neither for humans nor canines. And Bandit apparently admits that he might want to bite someone in the future, which arguably is behavior that's a lot worse and more easy to copy for kids than vasectomy would be. I guess Disney is more okay with conversations mentioning violent acts and highly unusual surgical procedures than they are with conversations related to reproduction. And finally, family meeting. In this case, Disney didn't just censor one scene, but an entire episode, as it's nowhere to be found. The episode is a mock trial where Bandit has to defend himself against Bluey's claim that he fluffied on her. They never actually used the F word, instead using fluff and its variants as a placeholder. It's kinda weird, but also kinda cute. And it's a fun way to have some relatable potty humor without having to drop non-stop F-bombs. I guess an entire episode about fluffing was too much for Disney, as they prefer to keep things more clean and classy. But then you also have the Lion Guard, one of Disney's self-produced preschool shows.
My turn! Is that all you got? Yeah!
So in the end, I really have no idea what Disney thinks is okay and not when it comes to potty humor and natural bodily functions. Companies calling for changes based on their whims and whatever prudish guidelines they might have is nothing new. Earlier this year, Alex Hirsch, creator of the Disney hit show Gravity Falls, tweeted out a 4-minute spoken word video compiling just some of his correspondences with Disney's standards and practices.
Page 14. Please revise. Chub pup on t-shirt. Chub as a sexual connotation.
This is silly. It's an image of a fat dog. From the context, there's no reason to think chub means anything other than that.
We have ran this phrase up the line, and unfortunately, the concern surrounding it still remains.
It's both pretty funny and sad. While it does suck that Disney is essentially censoring the show, it is at least a sign that the show creators still are, presumably, creating the content that they want to create. Even if it means a bit of extra work in re-editing, re-recording, or reanimating certain parts. And even if it means entire episodes being omitted from Disney's streaming service. As I talked about in my Hopes for Bluey Season 3 video, one worry I had was that the creators would react to the frequent requests for changes by limiting themselves and sanitizing the show. No more fluffing, no more drinking, and no more sex talk. So I'm glad to see that's seemingly not the case. And I'll be eagerly awaiting more Bluey episodes. But I sure as heck won't be watching them on Disney+. Hello, Miles here. I just wanted to add that if you thought my voice sounded a bit different during this video compared to other videos, that is because it was recorded while I was suffering from COVID, and I still am, so my voice here probably also sounds slightly different. But I'm doing okay, no need for alarm or anything. I'm doing fine, just need some recovery time. Just need some tea for my tired throat. And while I'm here, please leave your comment below, like and subscribe, the holy trinity of YouTube. And I do love reading comments and getting feedback. And also have a Patreon if you want to show some support that way. That's greatly appreciated. Just $1 a month and you get your name at the end of videos. That's pretty cool. And can help me afford tea. More tea for my tired throat. But only become a patron if you actually have the money. You should prioritize yourself. Buy yourself some tea. But then if you have some spare money, sure, go and become a patron and give $1 a month. So I can get some tea. Maybe some mint tea. Or Earl Grey. Earl Grey is pretty nice. Some cinnamon tea. Some spiced cinnamon tea.